I'm going to show you a really quick way to just get into Final Cut Pro, and along with a little piece of paper that you'll have at your desk, which I'll give you as a handout, or that you can simply just open it up on Google Docs and follow the hotkeys. And if you follow the hotkeys, then pretty much you can just decide, what do I need to do with my project. Look for the hotkey, and the hotkey is going to give you that command so that you can do it. Okay, so I'm just going to save this really quickly here. I already started with the other video prior to this one, so I'll just call this dance. Now this one's already been edited, and so the prior one I was showing you how you can enlarge this timeline, and I already showed you that this part of your working software, this window is where you're going to import everything, and that's just Command I. And then this part is where you're going to preview everything, and then in this section right here is where you do your editing, like your cutting, your pasting, and transitions, and making volume louder and softer, and transparency. You can have as many layers on top of each other as you want. Okay, this central one is where you're going to do all your text and your special effects. They have these tabs right here to help you. If you look into each one of them, it can show you the sound. Here's your filters, if you should ask for a filter to be on your software, and here's all the things that you can, attributes you can ask to be on your on this. So let's go ahead and go back to video. If I double click this, then this will come on, so it shows you right where it is, right where I want it to be. Okay, so I told you that it's just a matter of cut and paste and using a lot of hotkeys. So the hotkeys that I want you to know right now are just a few. Okay, one B for blade will cut things. A is for select. Double B means that it will cut through both the video and the audio. Okay, and if you want to separate these, then you do the Command L. So I'm just going to show a few things here and talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the B. It looks like a little blade. Okay, now it's going to cut through both of them because they're both still connected. But if I go back to A and then I select it and then do the Command L, and then I go out of it, then it selects them separately. Okay, so then if I came here, then I would have to do the double B, and it's two blades, and so then it would still cut it. But if I only did one B, then it would only cut the top part. Okay, and the tools are over here too, so you could be able to just click over here if you wanted to, but it's a lot easier to use your hotkeys. Okay, I'm going to just do a few things, like, for example, show you that right here you can use your effects. Those are their transitions that you want to put in between where you cut. Okay, I'm going to show you those. So here's the effects, and anything you want to do here. You can do your these video transitions. You can do 3D, dissolve, page pills, QuickTime. There's just so many, or just oh, the dissolves are the ones that are the most common, like the cross dissolve and the fade in, fade out. Okay, so let me also show you, okay, let's go back to A, and I keep going back to the block. Show you how I can put a video right on top of another video. So it's kind of a lot different than iMovie, because you can't do that. And now that I have it on top of it, I could make that top one transparent by clicking down here and then just moving this bar down, and then you would see that the top one is transparent. Okay, and then you can also, like I said, you double click it, and here you have this motion. Okay, so on the motion you can do different things. Here's the opacity right here. So here's this line right here, the same line that is right here also is in this. So you can do a lot of your commands right here. You can make a P is for pen tool, and the pen tool will make it so that you can kind of monitor, or not monitor, but you can edit to very different variations the line, so that some of it will be opaque and some will go transparent. And the same principle works with the sound. So you could let's go ahead and cut this right here, this with the B. Okay, so here I am right here, back to A for select, and I'll do P, and here I will go ahead and show you how I can also get my sound edited very similar to my opacity. Okay, so anyway, the most important thing is to recognize that you have these different parts, these different functions, and this right here is like I said before, where you put your project. Over here on this side is where you view it, and down here is where you edit it. There's layers for the sound, for the audio, and there's layers also for the visual, and over here is where you will have your different your different commands for some of your special effects. Okay, speaking of special effects, if I were to go into special effects here, I could like do keyframes, so I could have the if there's something like a green screen, I can do that. I can change the image control, I can desaturate something, whatever I've selected. Like let's say I've selected this one right here, and I go ahead and I'll do the effect, and I will go ahead and do a desaturation, and if you see what happens here, you see that it goes into color, and it goes out of color because I've got that transparency on there. Okay, so here it is in filters, so you can decide how much you want of it right here when you go back into this. So this right here is just a nice window that helps you. Okay, one last thing before I quit this. Well, there are two more things I'll show you. Okay, this right here is just a really nice quick little text, and it's right down here in the far right corner bottom, and you'll just go in here in the text and type your text or typewriter. Final Cut comes with another well, not Pro, but it does come with another text that's a lot of fun, but unfortunately we won't be using that, but they do have that in other parts of the school, like for example in the yearbook room, should you want some special effects with text. Okay, and the last thing is if you wanted to come in here to modify, you can change speeds. This is where you could change your speeds, so lower numbers means it's slower, and here's where you can also reverse an image. Okay, so let's just quickly take an image here, go back to, I'm going to go ahead and cut again. Okay, now I can't see, so I'm going to bring this down a little bit so I can see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and select that, and I will go back in here and I'll do my speed, and I'm going to do my speed so my speed's a little bit slower, so I'm going to go 50, and I'm going to reverse it just so that you can see. Okay, so it made the clip longer because it's going to be slower speed and it's backwards. So here you can hear that the sound is even backwards too. Alright, so with that, make sure that you save your project, continually save it, and then when you want this to be exported as a file, it's very easy. You simply will go to, I forgot here, File, go to Export, go to QuickTime, and then save it on your desktop and go ahead and name it and just say working in work. What?
Is Belinda down there?
I don't know. Works in progress here. I don't know. So that will make it into a QuickTime. Okay. Should this line ever be red here, it means that you have to render. And so it takes quite a long time, but that's a Command R. And it'll also give you all the commands for voiceovers and other things that you might need, how to capture directly from a camera, how to like rotate. There's just so many options. So that's it.